Undertale, a widely loved game. One loved by many and I think was one of the best indie RPGs to ever exist. Now we're here to talk about the genocide route. The darkest, most cruel route you can take. It involves you killing literally every monster possible. It has a few key notable differences, honestly. But we must start off where it begins. The ruins. Not too many noticeable changes, just the fact that it does the most scariest shit, like, ever. After you get enough kills, it takes a dark turn. Determination. Notice your save will say determination, and once you enter your next encounter, let's just say things get quite grim. It'll say, but nobody came. Now, the music behind this shit is absolutely fucking terrifying, like... Keep in mind, I had to get all these clips separately, so that shit, for the first time, that has to hit you like a goddamn truck. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I get you just killed everybody. You have to think, you mentally capacitate that. You just killed everything. So after Ben, you eventually recuperate yourself, gather yourself back up, and it's off tutorial. This is where it takes the next second noticeable change. During your encounter with Toriel, usually it goes fairly simple. You spare her a bunch of times, then boom, you're out. You're out of the ruins. Flowey greets you being a little bitch. Nothing too common. During this route, however, she's instant shot. Dead. Down. Instantly. She has some words for you, too. And it hurts. First time genocide route, that shit stings more than a goddamn stingray. It's like... It really doesn't feel right. Now, it's at this point whether you have a choice or not, whether you want to keep going or go back. If you're like me, you do it for the content. Next room is Flowey. Flowey has some interesting things to say to you, stating that you aren't human and you're empty inside like him. The lore implications of this are deep, but if you play a pacifist, you understand. He understands that you and your stolen soul have come to murder everyone, and he agrees with it and eventually states that's a wonderful idea. Now, we have more changes in Snowden involving Sans. Instead of hiding behind the human-shaped lamp, you just stand there. He really proclaims that you aren't a human, and, yeah, it's just kind of really weird. If you kept pretending, that's the big thing right there, you kept pretending. Also, now that you've done your first part of the genocide, now all saves will say, well, 16. They will give you the number of monsters you have to end in that certain area, and it's kind of cruel but dictative in a way. It's like, yeah, that happens. And not much changes. I wish I got more footage of Undyne, but for now I'll just talk about her. Undyne is like the third greatest change in the entirety of this run. Instead of just dying like the rest of the monsters like Papyrus in them, she sort of just evolves. Like, she becomes 10 times more powerful, 10 times more harder to kill, and she is the first hardest boss you will have to fight in this run. Now, if I said I didn't enjoy that boss fight, I'd be lying, because that was... In my opinion, she's the best boss fight in the entirety of the run. I'm just sad I didn't get any footage. Do I spam fight her sometimes for fun? Yes, I do. I'm weird. But I'm sure that's not what you're here for. If you're here, I'm sure you're here to see what I teased about. Sans. Sans the skeleton. Now, I'm sure most of you know because Undertale is a worldwide phenomenon almost. And I'm sure you've seen the countless AUs based on this skeleton. This skeleton has caused so much controversy, even the Pope knows about him. The goddamn Pope! Francis Pope! The Pope! This fight is so intense. Like, every second you have to make sure you know what you're doing. You have to calculate it. You have to know. Like, if you're on controller or something like that, it might be easier, might be harder depending on your preferences. But god damn did I have a hard time. I was suffering. Like, it was unreal. I didn't get him till like the 218th try. And yes, I counted each individual try. Like, I counted this shit. So, like, the only special thing I've noted, apart from the entire encounter itself, is his final attack. This motherfucker is the hardest thing in his fucking history. Look at this shit. Fucking thousands of Gaster Blasters. If you don't narrowly whittle your way in there, you will die. It is a miracle I survived, and don't ask why I'm Ligma now. This is an older clip, because you know I'm kind of using old reused clips. But that shit, this is the first time I beat him. Every time after that, it's always been left on 1 HP because he bashes you into that wall. It's crazy, dude. Now, do I condone it is a very good question. It's honestly up to human morals. Also, don't ask why we switched to Minecraft clips. Ran out of clips, but yeah. It's a question of morality. Whether you choose to spare or kill them is up to you. Honestly, I feel like people who judge you for doing the genocide route just generally don't have a clue why they're being mean. They're just being mean because, like, oh man, it's so hard. Why you do that? Why you hurt my... And then there's some people with legitimate reasons, and I validate those people. People with legit reasons, you know. Cool. You got legit reasons. It's just... There's other reasons where people just are hating on it because they really don't think... They think they're better than you if they say... No, genocide bad. Like, obviously genocide's fucking bad. I'm not a moron. But it's a game. At the end of the day, there's not really much more you can experience in a game. I get that's its whole premise. That's what makes Undertale special. That's the whole premise. You reset. They understand you reset. They know that. That's the premise of the game at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, that's what makes Undertale memorable. It's like, it knows what you're doing at all times. It knows when you're reset. It knows. It keeps track of this shit constantly. And don't even get me started on like Gaster and shit. That shit is crazy, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. This was a very shoddily put together video, but I hope you enjoyed. If you do, let me know. If not, I will try to rework the system here. These are all made with clips from the past because I'm currently in a situation without the Xbox, so it's fun. If you like, please let me know down below. If you have any ideas, hit me up. I'm out. Peace.